How's work?
Good.
What was the first thing that I said to you when I put a camera in your face?
The very first, like when you started vlogging?
When we started vlogging.
You said, I'm gonna start vlogging. Maybe.
But I asked you that because, like in movies, they remember.
I actually do think that is what you said to me.
What?
You had we were in the Phantom.
Oh, the Phantom.
And you had a GoPro hanging from the windshield. Is that what it's called? And you said something. I don't remember the exact words, but you said, I'm gonna start vlogging. And then I said, why? And yeah, I don't remember what you said after that.
That was YouTube. People just taking videos of them making or getting coffee. I'm about to rant. I felt good about last week, so I'm gonna just follow suit with that. Once again, I feel like this video is gonna serve as a metaphor for anything and everything. Back when I started watching YouTube, like before I even started making videos, everybody had those flip cameras, right? Little tiny things flip out and had a USB plug. Remember those? That was it. And I thought that was pretty like crazy. I was like, oh, somebody's actually gonna carry that thing around all the time? Because that was back when like the iPhone, I guess 3s and 4s, you could shoot video on your phone and it was like good enough. And I just think that it's really funny to look how far people have come just over like the last 7-10 years, I don't know. The thing that really got me thinking about that is how much stuff that I've accumulated over the years for making videos. Granted, I turned making YouTube videos into an actual business. So while all of these things are justified in how I make money off of YouTube, it's a little different, but the mindset is still the same as what I started carrying around just to make vlogs. I feel like people who are new to the game, new to YouTube nowadays think like, I gotta get the gear. And I don't fault them on that because I'm the same way. The gear's fun because they're just toys, really. And it's really crazy how many little specific things that there are that can raise your production value without even having to up the quality of your camera. Really, nowadays, honest opinion, over like the last 2 or 3 years, the capability of what's happening inside of a camera body, yeah, like it's a lot of technology, but honestly, where we've come from, you can make any camera look pro with the right lighting and with the right like tripods or dollies or sliders or anything, lenses. Yeah, like the camera body is like the last thing that I would invest in. I'm getting off topic here. I gotta stick to script. So this thing has been on my mind for years. It's finding the balance between quality and efficiency. And I feel like there is a very fine line in between that. The reason for the coffee, why people used to just use a crappy Canon ELPH point and shoot, little guy, terrible quality. I had like 3 or 4 of them, and they would just film like themselves, like their feet walking, or something as simple as making a coffee or getting a coffee. And it didn't matter the quality or the angles, it was what was like behind it. It was what, okay, this is getting deep and I might sound like I'm coming out of left field here, but hear me out. I just thought it was cool because it's a very grounding thing. Repetition, like every morning you get up, you have your coffee, no matter what happens. If you're having a real shit day, if you're having an amazing day. It's really weird thinking like how I always thought that was like interesting or a cool shot. And I think what's so beautiful about it, and this sounds like super freaking weird, but I think what's so like beautiful about that concept is that there's like no flash to it, but it just always had me engaged. I don't know. It's weird. So Tyler, where are you going with this? This makes no sense. You've just been blabbering on. This is where I say that it can apply to anything. So in my work here on YouTube, I actually know the time when I crossed over between quality and efficiency, vice versa. I was very efficient. It was when I first moved out to Utah. I was making videos like so much. Okay, so then I kind of switched to this format where I was trying to do like a narration thing, if you remember those videos, and I love those videos. I really do. And honestly, that was probably my absolute happiest time with where this channel was headed, what was going on and everything. But my issue was I was having a difficult time sacrificing efficiency for that quality. I was trying to keep up with both, and there literally wasn't enough time in the day. Like I would shoot everything the day before, and then I would write, shoot, and narrate shoot. The day of the edit, I would edit and then I would like get it out by like 5 or 8 p.m. But then the problem with that when you're trying to do that daily is the next day I wouldn't have anything else to shoot because I was editing the day before, and it's this trap where that's when I first started to recognize, okay, this isn't sustaining. You have to sacrifice one or the other. I don't like that. I did not like that. So it goes beyond just trying to make like daily videos here on YouTube. It then got to the point where I have so much crap. Everything does serve a purpose, but realistically, like the heart of the videos after I have all this stuff, look at this stuff. I have a ton of different lenses. I have lenses that are very close up that help me like be more cinematic. I have really wide angle lenses that'll show you like more of the environment, and these are better for like walking around videos. And then I have medium range lenses like that zoom, like telephoto lenses that can kind of just pick up everything. It's the best of both worlds. I have audio gear, I have GoPros, I have tripods, I have sliders, I have like all this stuff that I keep with me in my backpack. I have audio stuff, drone, like all of these things that I had in mind at one point, like, oh, that would be cool to have for the vlogs. But eventually, like, it all builds up. After a while, it just turns into so much like crap, you can't even keep it all straight. I got swallowed by the gear. And what's crazy is, while like I spend so much time like trying to be like, oh, get that perfect shot, all of that stuff has gotten me and pulled me farther away from the thing that gave any of this a start. A single point and shoot camera. That's the most powerful thing out of all the gear I have. Anything. Could be a phone, doesn't matter. What I'm getting at here is that's why I think those coffee shots are so like cool. Because you can shoot making a coffee 1,000 different ways. You can have a bunch of different lights, sliders, dollies, jibs, tripods, anything to shoot you making that coffee. But at the end of the day, the subject matter is the thing that matters the most. It's really easy to get caught up in things. Have like a really good intention early on. Everyone is guilty of that. But it's always cool to have something that makes you remember why you started what you're doing in the first place.
Don't make me over. Now that don't make me over.
Okay, so Haley is out right now. I have a little surprise for her when she gets back. I have 50 roses that I'm cutting and arranging. She has no idea about this. I'm very excited. Say thank you to the sweet people over at Global Rose. What I think is really cool is with these flowers, there's a wow factor involved. When you surprise anybody with flowers, I mean, they're not gonna be happy. But if you take that and then turn it into something bigger and you get like an insane amount of flowers, that's what memories are made of. That sticks with people. One of my favorite things about Global Rose is that you get a little bit more bang for your buck. Instead of just buying 12 roses, you can spend the same money and get 50. How it works is they ship them to your door, and actually what's really cool is when they ship them, they still take like 2 or 3 days to actually blossom. So once you get your flowers, they last a while. And plus, what's really cool is you get to arrange them yourself. So it means a little bit more coming from the heart. And you saw, it's just crazy like having that initial reaction of like, oh my gosh, that's a ton of flowers. And then they just fill your house, and it honestly, it makes for some cool memories. So guys, you wanna impress a lady? Don't be the dude who gets her like a dozen roses. Be the dude who gets her 4 or 5 dozen roses and arranges them yourself. We wanna say thank you for sponsoring today's video and letting me do this to surprise Haley. It was pretty cool. For more information, click the link below. I just wanna clear something up. I didn't start YouTube because I freaking saw someone on the internet make a coffee. Are you serious? The coffee's a metaphor. Do you hear that? The coffee is a metaphor. Okay.